We are now living in a world filled with various problems, such as global warming, terrorism, and poverty. However, there is an issue even more dangerous than terrorism and more widespread than global warming, which is child abuse. During the developmental years of a child's life, they learn and build character from what goes on around them, which includes their parents' actions. Educational facilities are designed to teach children valuable life lessons and help nurture them to their future selves, but even teachers are not able to influence their students as much as their parents. Children will spend the most of their time at home or out interacting in the normal daily activities of their parents. This kind of interaction is where they learn how to react to certain situations, which is where the main problem that this video is trying to address emerges.
NAPGAN is the National Association for Prevention of Child Abuse and Neglect that was co-founded in 1987 by Rosemary Sinclair and Christine Stewart in Australia, who have been making a huge contribution to both the safety and also the well-being of Australian children. The organization's latest campaign was the video Children See, Children Do, which has not only reached out to countless of people around the world, but also at a very personal and emotional way. The video is aimed at adults who are about to have children and towards parents who are raising their children at their developmental stage. The video is aiming to make parents realize just how much power and influence they have on the growth of their children. If they are not too careful, then they could detrimentally harm their children's future or even hinder their mental and physical growth.
The purpose of the video is to create awareness towards parents on how their actions can affect their children. The video does not try to blame parents or accuse them of neglecting their children. However, it is trying to notify them of what kind of power and influence they really have over the psychological growth of their children, which is the most important aim of this video. Gender, race, and political affiliation makes no difference when it comes to child abuse and neglect.
The major stasis that is emphasized in this video is cause and effect. The main focus of the scenes was to show that if parents are doing awful actions or habits in front of their children, then their children will mimic them and learn from them. However, this gives rise to the logical fallacy slippery slope. Slippery slope is when a person states that one thing will inevitably lead to another, which is shown in this video that is implying the claim if parents do awful things in front of their kids, then their kids will inevitably do the same. This claim is not always going to be true because there is no guarantee that their kids will always copy every single thing that their parents will do. This being said, the video is trying to create awareness at a very emotional and in-depth level. However, it is also very extreme at the same time. In addition, the organization used both appeal to pity and also appeal to fear as a tactic of gaining the attention of their intended audience. Appeal to pity is a fallacy where a person tries to win support for his or her argument by exploiting the feelings of others to feel either pity or possibly guilt. The video shows this fallacy as the organization NAPGAN is trying to reach deep into their audience and cause those who are affected by the video to experience guilt or maybe regret by the way they act in front of their children. Appeal to fear is also used, which is very similar to appeal to pity. However, instead of trying to exploit guilt and pity in their audience, appeal to fear focuses on trying to create fear. Some audience members may be dramatically affected to the point where they are scared or cautious of the way they handle their children. This shows just how serious NAPGAN is trying to address the issue of child neglect.
Child neglect is an urgent issue because they are literally our future. Our children are the next generation of individuals who will take over the roles of their parents after they have passed away. If we do not carefully raise our future in a well-treated environment, then our future will inevitably end up corrupt. Any kind of abuse or mistreatment towards younger peers is culturally considered unethical.
A hotspot in this video was at the end when it shows a scene involving a parent being helpful to a woman who had dropped her groceries, with his son doing the same as his father. This was a powerful clip in the video because all the other clips in the video are of parents doing bad things and their children copying them. And this clip shows how to have a positive influence on children. This transition from negative to positive scenes expresses logos, as logos is a mean of persuasion through reasoning and also order.
The rhetorical appeal that is utilized the most in this video, however, is pathos. A lot of the clips are meant to be not very appealing to the audience because you do not want to see children doing the things you see them doing in the clips. This can cause emotional distraught to the audience and really grab them at a very emotional level. Parents are the role models for many kids, which is the why the usage of pathos really attracts the audience. Ethos is shown by the NAPCAN organization, which is a highly credible program against child neglect in Australia. Even though this video emphasizes all three components of the triangle of rhetoric, pathos well overpowers ethos and logos.
Overall, this video shows great use of rhetorical appeals throughout its entirety and uses both rhetorical and logical fallacies to grab the audience's attention.